Okay, today is day 3, and like I said, I'm going to record a video every single day documenting my journey into building this multi-6 or 7-figure online business. I'm still sitting in the Honda City, as you can see. Not much has changed. I don't expect it to change that quickly, but yeah, man, this should be fun. Today's lesson in the Imperium Academy was about niches, in particular the importance of selecting a niche and then how to actually select a niche. I found this lesson very valuable because I think this is something I actually struggle with. Many people struggle with this, but me personally, I struggle with selecting a niche in a business because you feel like there's so many options. So this lesson actually helped me get a better understanding of how to actually select a niche and focus, man, because the main theme of this lesson was focusing. When you select a niche, you're focusing on something. One of my favorite sayings is from the Psycho-Cybernetics book that I mentioned, is the sun's light diffused is a gentle warmth, but when it's directed through a magnifying glass, it becomes incendiary. Meaning, the sun's light, when you put that through a magnifying glass, it can set things on fire. Like we've all seen it in cartoons or whatever, where they hold up a magnifying glass and the light from the sun is shining through that magnifying glass, and then it's setting something on fire on the other end. So this is like a good way to basically visualize how powerful focus can actually be and what you can do. You can basically set things on fire, and that's what we're trying to do here. We want to pick an industry, pick a niche, take it over, set it on fire, so nobody else can come and get in and use it, and that's the plan. And then obviously it's important to stick with a niche. Well, not obviously, but one of the other takeaways was that you have to find a niche and stick with it, and then stick with it as long as you can until you basically can't get anything more out of it, and then think about moving on to another parallel niche. Again, in this lesson, so there was the three main areas when selecting a niche is that you need to think about the viability of the niche, meaning what is the potential of this niche? Is it growing? Think of it like soil. This is how I thought of it. Like if I wanted to plant a tree or plant the seed of a plant, the soil that I'm gonna put the seed in, I need to think, is this soil healthy enough for the seed to grow? Is the seed gonna be nourished by the nutrients inside this soil to then produce a beautiful plant or a healthy tree that's going to grow fruit? Or in this case, for me to plant my business in the niche, is it going to be able to grow in that niche and then produce money for me? So that's the thought process behind this. The next one was the relationship. How well do I know the niche? Have I been in it? Do I know people in it? And then the other third part to consider was the skills that I have. Meaning, like, with the skills that I have, am I able to serve this niche? But again, the niche, the skills and the relationship are 10% each of this entire process. The key or the main part is the viability of the niche, which holds 80% of the importance here. And also, a note taken from this lesson was that the best niche is just the niche that you pick and stick with, and the worst niche is the niche that you pick. And my takeaway from this is that we're talking about the laws of compounding here, or we're talking about the compound effect, causal law, and the law of time. Because whatever niche I go to pick from here, it's not going to be easy straight away. I'm not going to become rich immediately. But over time, with the compound effect, the law of time, and the causal law, it's going to get better, and I'm going to eventually be making a lot of money from it. So that's the plan. So from here, after this video, I need to speak to people around me because I need to understand more about myself before I actually decide on what niche to pick. Because as Charlie mentioned in the video, you are the business. The business is going to manifest from you. The business I make here is going to manifest from me. So I need to understand myself first. So I'm going to ask people around me to let me know what they think of me or how they perceive me, my interest or whatever. And it's going to be cool because I'll get to compare it with what I think of myself, and then I'll get to see if it's the same, and then hopefully from there I'll get a list, and then I'm going to do a viability check on this list, see which niche is the most viable to start in, and then I'm going to hopefully get some guidance. I'll pray istikhara, and hopefully get an answer in terms of which one to pick, inshallah, and then yeah, I'm going to pick a niche and stick with it. So yeah, that's the plan. I've got a call later today with a friend who's looking like a potential business partner. He's heavy in the marketing space, heavy in the sales, and he wants to get started instantly and just start selling some stuff. So I'm going to speak to him as well and see what he thinks about niches, and then go from there, man. So yeah, that's all I've got for today. This video is a lot shorter than the rest. I'm hoping to keep them at a reasonable length, and then let's see how it goes, man. I might start introducing some, like, showing what my life looks like out here in Southeast Asia as I build this business, and then go from there, man. Exciting times ahead. So I'll see you in the next video, hopefully in 2 days or tomorrow, depending how quickly I decide on this niche.